Lamb of God, Death-Worn Disease. Rules are no flirting, no bigotry in my comment section. If you do, you will get shamed, and I will, in fact, block you. We got some Wi-Fi issues, hopefully. It's like there's something there, and I don't know if it's a forest fire, like, or it's me, so hopefully. Alright, we'll be painting! Alright, I need to clear up some of this stuff here. Hope everyone's well. Hopefully we'll get some, hopefully we'll get a crowd. If not, I'll start over tonight. Live! I'm live! Hi, how is everybody doing? Hi. Hello. Sorry, I didn't know anyone was here. How is everyone doing? I'm Solomon. Or N.R Slotin. You have any questions about what I'm painting? I also sing for human rights. Both in America and overseas. Pretty good, thanks, bro. This is the Babylonian God era. Yeah. Okay. Do you like Metallica? Do you have any... I listen to heavy metal, classical music, and rap, so if you guys have any, like, genres you want me to play. I also listen to electronic music. I keep forgetting that, and country music. So... If you have any, like, genres you want me to put on, currently Metallica is on. Do you like painting? Yes, I do like painting. Are you like painting? Yeah, I do very much. Hope everyone is well. Honestly, it's been a pretty good Friday. I've been really enjoying my time. I've got some Dunkin' Donuts and some Cheez-Its and all sorts of chips. It's been very nice. Rawr. Thank you! I got inspired by Rob Halford from Judas Priest to wear the bracelets. Hope everyone's well. The thing is, the goal with watercolor, for me at least, it's to, like, make everything look clear, so I have to do a whole lot of erasing and scrubbing and clipping. Because really, I want to look like Boogeroo. See if you can draw a profile. Like, haha, just kidding, guys. Yeah, I wonder if I should draw people's profiles. That would be cool. The thing is, I'm more of a painter. Like, I know how to draw, but painting is my actual thing. If you guys want to see, I have a sketchbook. Hold on. Hey, what's up? Do you want to see my sketchbook? It's not complete, but I have a sketchbook, despite me not... I actually paint in there more than draw. Oh, wow, yeah. Damage and culvert, it's not... It's just noise. It's just... Who said that? Who said the Metallica fan didn't say that? Who said that? I actually paint, instead of draw. I used to really into charcoals when I first started off, because I just thought, that's how you start to be a famous artist, which is, I feel like, a little true, but it's not really my thing. So I painted Van Gogh. You know, kids, nice. I'm about to 19. But anyways, I made this. This is Van Gogh. I never got that on, actually. Oh, here's Edvard Munch. What else? Hi, Mom! Everyone give stars to Mom. Everyone give a star emoji to my mother, Christina's son. Wow, thank you. Give my mommy, stars for Mom. This is my favorite. Sasha Schneider's my artist hero. Same with Bouguereau and Jean-Jerome Leon. But I love Sasha Schneider. Without him, I wouldn't probably be writing my story. Hi, Mom. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you, Mommy. Everyone, be well behaved. My mother's on this live stream. No flirting nor cursing. Well, I can curse, but you guys can't curse. Y'all all be well behaved. My mother's in this live stream. Whatever you guys do reflects on me, okay? Go misbehave. You might have to not have these anymore. Okay, gee. Look, y'all be careful. My brother might join, would be more scary than my... Hey, hi. Oh my god. What is your... You have a monkey? I love monkeys. I generally do. Is that Stonegon? Avocado. Avocado is my hear me out. Oh, this is... So I'm writing, a prequel, involving Mr. Era, as I call him, Era, right? And so he's a teenager right now in these few scenes, and so I gave him a sketch of being a teenager. I love monkeys! I should draw you! That's actually adorable! Anyways, this is Teenage Era, which is a combination of every teenage boy in my high school, plus my brother. Like, that's what his face is based off. I finally found a face paint. I don't know if I should. There's an art idea that I have of drawing myself with the Era for my birthday. And then there's a paint behind me. I've been trying to do self-portraits for my birthday, which is on August 1st, so I don't know if you guys want to see me. If you guys are getting tired of Nergal/Era being painted. And just a bunch of these are just painting ideas for what's behind you. Normally I just go off vibes on the canvas. Like, I don't have a pre-planned sketch unless it's, like, really serious and I actually need to look at the idea before I execute it. Besides that, I sketch on the canvas for, like, important paintings, but there's some paintings where I literally... Thank you! I really have to, look at it on like, as a blueprint. Let me roll up, because there's like a little roll here, there's a little dot, there's a little circle. Yeah. So my medium's watercolor, which I'm glad that I've gotten better, but when I first started, it was super frustrating because thank you. Because, again, as I said, Jean-Jerome Leon, and Bouguereau, who had, like, these matte finishes, on their bodies. Do you like Descendants? Thank you. I've never watched it, but you know what I did watch? Was, After I, which I honestly feel like is better. I look like I would watch Descendants though, but I haven't. Also, R.I.P. Cameron, what is it, Cameron Boyce? He played in there, and, yeah. As a person who, has seizures, I honestly, I'm sorry for his death. He also played on Jesse, which I grew up on watching. Where are you from, Florida? Wow! That's how I read that. Wow! You have any questions for me? I like little simple questions, not too personal, but you know what I mean. Like, what's your favorite color and stuff like that. That's cool. Yeah. Is anyone here? Well. How was everyone's day? That's not even. That's doing like. I don't know if you don't see that, but I see that. I'm like, that's not even. Hold on, let me get. Got it. If it's not even, it's going to like I'm going to lose it because it's all about proportion. Because you have 2 flags subscribed. Oh, the flags. Oh, that's my support. That's my support for Palestine, and Sudan. Those are the flags. I'm not Sudanese or Palestinian, but I show my support for them. I'm Mexican. I'm American. Right. You're like, it's like, don't erase it. It's not even. Oh, see what I was talking about? It isn't even. This is crazy. Oh, gee. I'm back, dang it. Right. Fuck! My grandma will watch my live stream. Actually, I run in Sudan. Fuck! Yeah, I'm sorry. I haven't looked at my profile in a while. I know. Oh, I have the watermelon. Yes, I also support Iran. Forgive me. Okay? Yes. Skrunk! Listen, I forgot, okay? I don't look at my profile often. I knew I had the watermelon. Shush! Thank you for reminding me. I'm not really concerned about my profile for the most part. I put that in because I generally do support them, but that's not... My flags are just there because I support them. And I follow... Don't worry about it, yeah. Of course I follow, like, people from Sudan and Palestine. Philistine. Just watching the world. Yeah. Cool. Good to know it is good to know your flags. Mom, why are you here? It feels like Mom being here is almost like her eavesdropping. It's a little unnerving. Like, where did you come from? Someone need to put a bell on her profile. Oh my lord. Like, on her icon. Hi, Mommy. It's not even! Imagine the audacity. Like, I can erase an eye, but God forbid I erase, the collarbones? Clavicles. Fucking, I don't know. Love you, Mommy. Bye. Bye, Mommy. Yes, I call my mother Mommy. And she sees what I've got, and she knows I snuck over to get Dunkin' Donuts. It's almost even. It's so close. It's so close to being even. It's on the precipice of being even. It's so close. It's on the verge of being even. We're so close, y'all. We are so close. We are on like It's good and more. I'm sorry, again, I forgot what was there. I knew it was, I had the watermelon. Of course, I support Iran. I read about Iran. Iranian people are good people. It's their government. Same like with America. It's also pretty fucked up, you know? Of course I support Iran. Iran's cool. I don't want anyone to be blown up, honestly. I think it's kind of fucked. I need to put, what are you drawing, by the way? Era, the old Iraqi god of war, death, and disease. I love the Epic of Era favorite book. Oh yeah. I'm such an aggressive person. I've learned on these streams that I'm more aggressive than I actually thought I was. Like, I thought I knew I was aggressive for humor, but now I'm just, like, aggressive. Besides being, like, not even for funny. I think I'm just an angry person, and I don't know why that is. I'm sorry, because, like, I have gotten comments on during my stream that I'm being crazy, or being mean, or rude. I'm like, I'm sorry. I guess I'm more aggressive than I intend to be. My issue is that I just get frustrated easily. And, like, I get, like, bursts of frustration instead of, like, I don't have anger issues, it's just, like, burst of frustration, and that's what people see. Because I really don't like being inconvenienced. I think there's a lot of reasons why I get these bursts of frustration. I think also just being like the younger sibling and kind of constantly spoiled in that regard, and so everything should be mine all at once, all perfect. And I'm also like a perfectionist, so I think that's another issue where if I ever seem overly aggressive, it's because I'm a perfectionist. And I'm really not angry at about the thing. I'm kind of angry at myself for the most part. Unless it is the government, then yeah, it's not really my fault because for half of my life I can't vote. So you know, right? But also governments affect everybody. So there is a smell in my room, and I don't know what it is. I think it's the chips that I opened. Holy Earth and Dow is good. Okay, me too. I'm sorry. Damn. Oh, I'm bored. Is this Hero of the Day? Yes, I love Hero of the Day. It is one of my favorite Metallica songs. Okay, me too. Don't give me your chance. I don't need them lit. Is it even? Is it even? It's like too long. It's too long, and I don't know how the hell does that. Hold on, let me fix that. Shorten that. So close. It's like it's almost invisible, but I see it. Right in the middle of the day. Now it's too long and it's too short. That's hilarious. That's actually funny to me. Well, I guess I don't have that many. My collarbones aren't that strong, so you can actually tell what's what. Hello, number one. You know what? We can make this even. I believe in everyone. This is like landing the moon. Trying to get these. Like, I believe in everybody. We can do it as a team. We can this. This is the moon landing. Trying to get these clavicles. I think they're clavicles. The thing is, I can paint anatomy. I don't know anatomy. Like, we can do it as a society, as a country. We can get these collarbones looking normal. I believe in us. I believe in us, okay? I believe as a society. I believe as a collective whole. Let me play that up. We can get those. See, it's too short and yet it's too long. We can do this as a collective whole. As mankind itself. This is one. We can lock in and get these collarbones perfect. I believe in this. We can do this as a community and get these collarbones. I think they're collarbones right. We can do it as a society. I believe in us. My greatest fear is to be canceled. Anyway, I have so many fears, like looking delusional, parasocial, and getting canceled. That's why I relate to Xerxes a lot. I'm like kind of like trying to be a good emperor. You know, like, oh my god, everyone's gazing on me. Let me go defeat Athens and fucking fails. And that's like how I feel as a YouTuber. I'm like, oh my god, trying to be perfect and having all my armed forces and whatever. I think I also have such a big ego. Even as a kid, I wanted to be famous. And I'm so like on high alert of what's trendy and what's not. Because I'm on the internet so much and I'm like young. And so I'm always afraid. And I'm always too alert to the point where sometimes I just wish I wasn't so addicted. Like I would cancel TikTok, but my reason why I don't is because I'm like, you have to be informed on everything. And what about the audios that you use, right? And about the friends. And so it's a constant loop of, I don't want to be on social media. I wish I was ignorant and block out everything and just go about my day, but I can't. Like I can't. And that's why activism for me is smarting. If the world was normal, no one would have been an activist. If the world was just and right, activism would not be a thing. But it's not, and I don't even know what my own activism does. I don't know if singing, if it spreads awareness, or painting, even if it's like any sort of worth. Like I try, like it's no longer about, I used to want to be a good person because I was scared of hell. But now it's just because I want to be a good person and help people, but I don't know if my helping does anything. So like I don't know, man. If I just feel like I'm so small and insignificant, I don't know if any of my attempts to help the world means something. I guess it's just being a good person is that itself, you know? I just, like, I mean, I think the ego is such an interesting thing because I've been having this push and pull since I was a kid. Be famous and to be liked, be famous to be good. You know, it's like now it's because if I ever want to be popular, it's so I can be good. Even if that means pushing myself and being exhausted and learning about all the terrible news in the world, like, if I'm not informed, what else can I do, right? Like, it hurts, you need to take a break because no person wants to hear and see, like, horrific things, but it's good to be informed. And, like, even though I'm not financially independent, I rely on my family. If I do one day, I can, like, boycott companies that aren't good, you know, I can give away charities. Like, when the moment arrives when I have money to actually do something worth that money, even if I'm just, like, a normal person with, like, a minimal income, if I can try, I will try. So what else is there to do? Like, you can't not be a good person. Even if you don't have the means to donate charity or boycott your own actions on how you treat people, it matters. I mean, I might get aggressive very quickly, but like I don't want to hurt anybody. And when I hurt anyone's feelings, I like feel a deep sense of regret. And that's like one of the things when people would bully me and say that I was mean in school. I'm like, I didn't know, man. I wish someone had told me, right? Instead of just like throw me out. Because I guess I didn't really know how to read social cues, so I have like constant anxiety that I'm going to hurt somebody because that's what I was told in high school. And so like I don't want, like, the idea of hurting someone is horrible to me. Like I can't even my own brother, who I like to hit, you know, because we're siblings. If I hit him too hard, it's going to go bad. I guess that's kind of like always a philosophy: be a good person to feel good, or just be a good person. Like I like the idea of what the Zoroastrians is like. The world is in chaos, and so you have to balance it out. I'm like, yeah. Well, I feel like we more like make the chaos. Like I'm not talking about the screeching wilderness of outer space. I'm talking about our own, you know, sphere of mankind. I think it's not even about balancing. I think it's keeping us all together, which is, it's like doing it because it is good. I mean, again, I try to be a good person for selfish reasons, which, like, because I was scared of being bullied, I was scared of going to hell, I was scared of being reincarnated into, like, because I believe in that, of being into a terrible life. Now it's no longer that, and I think I had that mentality because I was just filled with pain and hatred and anger, and I was blaming people instead of really looking inside myself, because, you know, I thought the world was corrupt, and I thought it was because of humankind being so fleshy. There is, you know, I'm not too fleshy. Still deserve love. I was like 14, and like younger teens might have this issue. Because I think I just didn't really know how to ask for help, and so I just kind of let myself simmer. You know, I was being hormonal, and I just came out of the pandemic, so I didn't really know how the social rules of everything. So they ask, why did you hate your younger self? Well, because I didn't know how to love my younger self, but I also just did not know how to love people. I was enclosed. I didn't get the time to develop when I was 13. And when I was 12, I was taking out my childhood elementary school to move here. You know, so like I didn't really get that chance to integrate and learn more about people and loving people. I was just kind of thrown into the deep end. Like I didn't even graduate. Like I tell you this thing, I should probably go back to elementary school despite graduating, because I didn't really finish the 6th grade. It's just kind of the end of. I felt like it was like the early spring, and then the pandemic happened, and then so I never graduated. I just kind of got thrown into the. I lost that part of my education, which was the 6th grade. So like, if there was any 6th grade classes that I could find later on, I'd probably do them, because, you know, it's still, I know it's simple, I know it's still elementary school, but I never really had a 6th grade, and I don't really remember it that much. I know it'd be really basic, but I'd rather finish that part of my education than nothing else. I am 18, I'm going to turn 19 next month. I'm like, yeah, of course, I'm like, but seriously, again, I missed part of that experience, and so if I could just see what some 6th grade classes, even if it's for a month, I'd rather feel more accomplished than that. Than, you know, again, I was thrown in the deep end of, and then online school. You have to understand, I never been homeschooled once in my life, so I just, again, that weird solitude kind of drove me mad, and like, I'm a good kid now, but like, I I mentioned this before, I did risky things when I was younger because I thought it would just make me look cool and adult. Really what I wanted was structure and someone to support me. So if I looked more adult, then it looks like I have more support. Um, to do. I kind of regret those years, but I don't hate myself for it because I was just a teenager who didn't know better. And like, I don't want to give anyone words of wisdom because I've only been on this planet for such a short time. It would be foolish of me, but I can at least talk about my experience. You know, like, and I don't blame my parents. My parents were there at home. You know, I'm not neglected. Just at school, since I was thrown in the deep end, my brother wasn't. He was almost graduating, so I didn't know where to go or what to say, and so I just acted out. So I thought if I acted out, that makes me look more secure. And makes me look cool, because really what coolness is trying to be stable. Like, you're like, I don't know what he's doing, I was not happy. What is this? Disposable heroes, this just sounds... I'll eventually get to singing. Eventually... But yeah, that's kind of it. And so right now, since I know it's so fresh out of high school, but I'm trying to write the prequel to my story called The Epic of Karash. But Era and a bunch of other gods will be teenagers for the most part of the story, for like beginning. And so I think if I can write how I saw my brother's group of friends and my friends and myself as a teenager trying to struggle with social issues, you know, and having such weighing things on their shoulders. It'd be nice to reflect on that, a bit of a biography. Whenever there's something building pressure up inside me, I have to write about it, and I think, you know, these years of high school and middle school have been a mounting pressure, and so I think it's time to write about it. Even if it's like a brief mention of like, oh yeah, Era was a teenager, and this is how he became how he became the villain of my next story. It's still worth exploring. Because, like, thankfully my mom saved me, because I think if I didn't have any more support when I was 14, I would probably run away to become, like, a clergyman, because I was so upset. And I don't want to say I was in a religious psychosis, because I feel like that's not, I think I was just an edgy teenager who like hated the world and thought everything was flashy, so I wouldn't say it was a religious psychosis. I was just really upset, and I thought nothing was pure anymore. So flogging and whatever, you know, I wanted to pull a Savernolan, and later I'm like, oh shit, he actually succeeded, because I was wanting to run away to become a Dominican friar, or a priest of some kind. My mom saw that, and she's like, Snatch, no, you ain't running away. Of course, no mom wants her kid to run away. Best thing happens, nice. No, mom, of course my mom wouldn't want me to run away to be, like, that sounds so absurd. She's like, you're not gonna be a priest. Chill. Stop. You're just sad. Mom's like, you're just sad. You're not gonna be I'm so glad she told me that. That was kind of an eye-opener, because she's like, no, you're just not well. I'm like, oh, you're okay. You're not really, but like, you're not, it's okay. And like, I think if I didn't have mom, I would have actually run away from home, and I don't know where I would have been. Because I didn't know what was really mental health. Like, I had a basic idea of psychology, because I was so depressed when I was 12. I tried figure out what I was. But, yeah. And that's not to anyone else's blame in the house. It was just what I was dealing with at the time. I mean, I can't blame my parents for putting me online school in the pandemic. They were just trying to keep me safe. And that was also kind of protocol to just have a lockdown. So that's not their fault. It's just how my brain developed. So, till this. You know, it's funny. I'm resting my. These do hurt. These spikes do hurt. Because I'm. Oh, they are leaving marks. That's fun. Because I'm resting them on my thighs. Again, I don't. My parents are good parents. They feel like I'm blazing them too much or just trying to cover up something. No. I think most of my issues are my fault. Because as a supportive household. So, like, anything that's, like, up to... Anything that I'm not well with, it's all with me. I think most teenagers are angry, honestly. Like, no. I just didn't feel like I fit in. I think everything I wanted as a teenager was just really security. Brought to hear me like a call, and I'm like, oh, I was a kid because I saw photos of myself when I was like younger, and I thought I was so cool and edgy, and like the world revolved around me, and it's me against the world, and I was the coolest person. And oh my god, dude, my haircuts were yo, absolutely not. My fashion skills are yikes. Yeah, so I was awakening her. I'm like, no, you're just a kid. You're just a kid. You're just a little kid trying to make it out alive. I think I've matured, but I still have things to learn, like how to drive. I kind of know how to pay bills. We were actually taught that in my school. So I have a vague idea, but I can get better at learning that. Thank you. But yeah, no, I feel like the clock is already ticking on me because I don't want to actually work right now. I don't want to work in the summer. I want this to be my summer break, but it feels like I have to. And if I don't, I'm just a chud who's like mooching off my parents. I just want to think, I'm like, hey, this is my last year of being 18. I just got out of high school. Can I please have my summer? But I have to work. I want to help my parents financially, of course, but I kind of just want to sit inside in pain all day. Like, I still feel kind of like a kid. A better version of what I was when I was 17. But, so we're trying to apply to at least to a library, which is calm and quiet, and I like books. I'm an avid reader. I feel like the library would be more like a very quiet classroom. And also I live right next to one. I love this song. Yeah, I think every hyperfixation is what you need at the time. I mean, I really love Savonarola studying him. I don't like morally, no, absolutely not. But I love studying him when I was 17 because I could blame someone for the world's problems without like hurting anyone. And so, like, Savonarola was the punching bag. And it gave me a reflection on the younger hooligan years that I was going through. And so right now, after studying the Italian Renaissance, which is honestly one of the most toxic things you can do, I really don't recommend it. And it feels like I'm just hating on it, and there's some good people in the Renaissance, but it was really horrific for the most part. I really don't recommend anyone to actually study it. for their own good. I'm like, I did a deep dive and it was really not pleasant. And maybe I'm just a baby. But it's the Italian Renaissance is so gruesome. It can be almost unspeakable. Like, yeah, Glass and Swords is pretty unspeakable. And stuff that happens to Dante, like, really horrible. So, like, I needed that place of anger and frustration when I was 17, and then now I'm 18. I need some relief in finding, searching for joy and peace and harmony, and that's where the Babylonian literature, because in the end, it's all about finding peace within yourself and enjoying life. Like, savoring your food is quite often a saying they use. Well, my parents are here at home. Hey, I'm having a last one. I've been paying the same collarbone since the entire time. No airplane charge. Alright, thank you for joining. Everyone loves you. I'm sorry, those were my parents. I had to go talk to them. But yeah. I mean, when I was 12, I really liked Phantom Opera because I just felt like I was Raoul and Eric. Because I was just searching for a better way to take care of my mental health. The constant ache of wanting people but just not being able to have them. And Star Wars was there for me because I was just really alone, and so thinking about, like, that's, like, when I was 8, Star Wars was, like, the thing for me, because, like, I was a lonely kid, and so the idea of, like, the rebels collecting to fight a greater evil, and then Darth Vader being eventually a good father to Luke at the very end was, like, something that I really needed at the time. Every hyperfixation in classical composers was, again, had really no friends when I was 12, and so a group of people that were all friends with each other was great. So every hyperfixation I feel like I've had is a place that I needed it to be. I hope other people feel that. I'm like, right now, the reason I have so many hyperfixations right now on, like, Sargon of Akkad, ancient Iraq and ancient Iran and Metallica, and they're all kind of the same thing. It's like trying to search for good in a bad situation and searching for peace and moments of brevity. So, yeah. You know, it's like Yumi shippers, but like they're interesting people. I don't Yumi ship myself with Sargon of Akkad. I think that mask is hot. I'm saying, but I like what they do with they make little arts and crafts, and I want to make Sargon of Akkad arts and crafts just for that. I wouldn't say he's my boyfriend. I just really admire him. I want to get a Sargon of Mess, but like there's one, the cheapest one's like $59, I think, or $74, and I'm just like, I'll just get some clay and try and remake it. It might not be good, but it's an honest. It's like, it's not much, but it's honest work, you know. I'm so tired of oh my god! I've been doing the same thing for days now. I just, like, there gets to a point where I'm like, I don't care if it's muddy looking. I'm just tired. I've been doing the same thing over and over again till it's perfect. Till it's perfect. Do you guys have any questions for me? Thank you for hearing me. Hey, yeah. Is that a stain? Oh my god. Parents are shocked that, like, I've been here for like half an hour. I'm like, yeah, I have, because I keep working. This is how long a painting can take. I'm like, of course it's taking half an hour. Painting's not an easy thing, definitely when I'm yapping. I'm yapping, dude. But doing the same thing over and over again. You know what? Honestly, I'm on the verge of saying whatever. It's over. I don't want to keep editing. I don't want to keep editing. I'm going to go to the eye and work on the eye. I don't want to keep editing the same thing. I'm working on the same, like, parts of the body. I'm like, I'm tired. My goal, okay, so I noticed with, like, the lack of shadows, it makes them look more naked, which is kind of the point. So that's why I'm, like, scraping everything. I'm like, I just want to, like, there's no shadows possible. Make it clear as possible. What is this? What is that? Alright, well. I am not in the mood to keep working. I worked on it enough. Even, goddamn. It's always like something. It's always something. You're like, it's good. No, it's not. There's so many flaws with this film. I feel like only I see. Look at that. It's not good. Ah, shit. That's like the constant feeling of this thing. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Constant feeling of repeat. Okay, whatever. I'm tired. I'm tired. Why is it like this? Hello, number one. How are you doing? I'm sorry. Everyone just saw me crash out, but I hope you're well. Oh, this is not my size. Where's my other paint I was working with? You have any questions why I'm paying? How I'm paying? I've been selling the one thing. It's all time about. Look at your invisible line. Let my heart go. Let my heart know. Let your heart go. Let his heart be still. Probably have the strings in it. It's fun. Painting. The face is the art reference is a young man named Yosef Gyalza. And this painting is really dedicated to all my mutuals on TikTok and on social media. Yosef said there was he made a video and I wasn't really paying attention to it, and then suddenly I saw him looking in the mirror and it was like whew, a waft of beauty. It was like his face suddenly came up into glass and it was spectacular. I don't know how to describe it. I'm like, whoa, and I couldn't stop thinking about his face. I'm like, I don't want to paint as, the God of War and Destruction, but his face could not leave my head. I'm like, I have to paint him. Like, again, with N.R it's a little hard because he's a villain, but good grief, I saw his face and it would not leave my head. And I'm like, I have to paint him. I wonder if that's how, sculptors see when they see a face in public. Like, I gotta carve that face. That's how I felt. There's other painting of N.R using Loom's face, and there was a photograph. Alexander Loom took, some photos a couple months ago, maybe, in June or May, I can't remember. And, I just could not get his, really pretty smile out of my head. And how he held himself, because I just the whole photo could not get out of my head, and I'm like, I have to paint this. And so that's also a lot with face claims where a person's face. I'm like, I gotta. All right, yeah, Mom. I am still live streaming.